Hey there, folks. It's Bill with the Vulture.
And the mysterious JG.
After I took care of Liang, the eunuchs started a big fight in the capital. So while everybody was busy with that, I took control by putting that kid Xian on the throne.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm saying Dynasty Warriors 5, Dong Zhuo.
Well, hopefully they knew that by now.
Figured that out, yeah.
Hopefully this guy was a clue in for him. But yes.
So yeah, this is true. While basically during the chaos that resulted from the 10 eunuchs and their rebellion, more or less, or either they were rebelling or Heijin was rebelling. I am Asian. Either way, those two forces basically kind of fell out in the capital, and during the chaos, Dong Zhuo just rode in with a huge army and claimed to be there to protect the emperor during the time of chaos, but deposed the current emperor and put his little brother Xian on the throne. So that would be an example of lèse-majesty. That is something that would pretty much be considered an act of rebellion. So maybe it's just me.
I'll have my paradise in no time now. Unfortunately, a bunch of the regional lords are angry with me, and they're coming to attack the capital in some kind of coalition.
What's a coalition? I don't even know, man.
Never even heard of that.
I've never worked with other people before.
They're all huffing and puffing and glaring at me from their position near Shui Gate. Ingrates! I'll have them all torn limb from limb!
Also, I hired Lu Bu at some point.
Yes. So, his whole thing is that he brought his own kid, or he brought his own,
No, I mean, the emperor's brother, who was also, like, an imperial prince.
Yes.
He basically deposed the sitting emperor and placed his brother on the throne instead. Now,
his brother, the one that we know as more Liu Kong than Liu Kong.
Yeah, now the thing is, now, according to the novel, the way it depicts it, the emperor, there was a point where the emperor and his brother had to flee the capital together in, this time of confusion and chaos, and the emperor's little brother was more dignified and composed during this time than the emperor was, and Dong Zhuo saw this and was impressed by it and decided to supplant him. So it wasn't so much, the way the novel put it, that he was doing this to be evil. It was that what kind of an evil person would start meddling in this, like it was any of his business. But it is his brother who eventually became the more Liu Kong emperor. But the idea was that his brother, the emperor, before Dong Zhuo started messing around, was even more Liu Kong than the guy was more Liu Kong than Liu Kong. It was ultimate Liu Kong. So
it's like one of those Russian Petrushka dolls of
every layer you peel away, there's an even more weak and ineffective leader underneath. But yeah, also during the time when Dong Zhuo was running the capital, he used to hold these grand banquets with state officials would be, come in and dine with Dong Zhuo at his table, and for entertainment he would have people from the town brought in by his guards and dismembered in front of them as they ate. So when the game talks about the atrocities of Dong Zhuo was kind of a weird, messed up kind of guy. And at some point during all this, he hires Lu Bu, which will, come back to haunt him. But yeah, he does hire Lu Bu. Well, I
seem to have him at the moment.
I am in this. I'm there as a lieutenant of somebody else. So.
But yeah, no. Here you'll see the coalition. You probably recognize this battle from the other side a lot.
Yeah.
Yuan Shao leading Sun Jian, Liu Bei, and wait a minute. Where's Cao Cao?
I'm not sure why Cao Cao's not in this one, but this is. There's two different battles where Lu Bu is fighting. This is Shui Gate. Hulao Gate is the one that we see a lot. This one also comes out of it.
Yes.
This is the one where Wu has their whole routine where if they don't get the base taken over quickly enough, the Yuan Shu doesn't deliver the food and blah blah blah, and their morale goes into the crapper.
The Allied forces against Dong Zhuo, led by Yuan Shao, are attacking Shui Gate. Dong Zhuo has ordered Hua Zhang to protect the gate and repel the Allied forces. Now, just noting, looking at this,
Hua Zhang was the generic officer who was in super powered up mode in the Dynasty Warriors 7 version of the assault on Dong Zhuo.
Yeah. No, but
it's all coming together, folks.
But if you were to read this in the style of Bao in Breath of Fire 2,
yeah.
Of course this would be the Squirrel against Squirrel, led by Squirrel, are attacking Squirrel. Squirrel has ordered Squirrel to protect the gate and repel the Squirrel.
No, you did make one mistake. I'll have to go through and do it again to show you how it should have been done. I'm sorry. The Squirrel against Squirrel, led by Squirrel, attacking Squirrel. Squirrel has ordered Squirrel to protect the gate and repel this allied Squirrel. And sorry. Or a baby.
The Vanguard.
And my voice started to crack in the middle of that, but the point was that you had to put in baby somewhere.
Vanguard for the Squirrel is being led by Squirrel. If left alone, he will overtake Squirrel, baby, Squirrel, and his army must be stopped, so the battle can shift in our favor.
The battle can shift in our favor,
But yes, the Vanguard for the Allied force is being led by Sun Jian. So if left alone, he will overtake Shui Gate.
Yep, Sun Jian is basically the most dangerous person in this map.
He is not actually the person you have to take out to win. You have to get. You got some new weapons.
Oh, you're right. I got some new stuff I should be checking out. And we no additional items slot yet. But let's see. Defense 8, speed 6, defense 6. Yep. Everything I got is actually worse than what I already had. So.
All right. Let's head on out there then. Battle of Squirrel.
It does have the most rockin' music in any game ever.
Squash them like bugs. Don't let any get away.
Squash them like squirrels. So do we need to take this gate to the far south to prevent them from?
I guess probably.
I guess I'll head down and do that. It's too bad. It's going to put me out of action for a while, but I get the feeling that's one of those things where if you leave it alone.
I mean, Dong Zhuo in this battle is really not supposed to be out fighting on the front lines personally.
Well, no, but you know, they wouldn't set this battle up in his Muso if they didn't. I imagine they weighted this battle in his Muso, you know, in such a manner that he sort of needs to do
They're
something.
so eager to die.
No, you can't just hang up behind the... Like, if I wasn't here making it a 2-player mission, you probably could get away with it, but yeah, you would not want to just hang around behind the lines.
Are you sure about this?
That was generic attack base. I expected it to stand for 1,000,000 years. Oh, check it out, Guan Yu. I thought I might have gotten a special,
Is there actually nothing down here? Oh, I think it's close to control the gate. Dang it, why was there a red blob down here?
Guan Yu, I know you to be a man of honor, however...
You got him knocked down. I'm going to check down here.
Okay.
There's absolutely no reason for me to be down here, is there?
Hold on. No, not really.
Dang it.
But you can probably head up that other path there, yeah.
I keep seeing red on the map and thinking, I need to conquer this red. Oh well. So maybe, you know, I suppose it's just as well, but maybe I don't get to make Dong Zhuo look like as much of a badass in this
jangly out, defeating Guan Yu and all that. And now I'm like tempted not to get food because of the detrimental effect we'll have on my troop counts. I'm like, oh, hold on a minute.
But that doesn't matter, folks. Drifting there.
I really got no excuse not to end up with more kills than you in this one.
Yes. You have a 50 head start. Is there a path over here I could have taken? That's probably only if you... Wait a minute, there is definitely a path up here that you should be able to take that I can't seem to reach. Maybe one you have to fall down on from above.
I don't think so.
You would appear to be one of my officers. Why the heck aren't you doing anything?
He's defending the gate, but nobody's been able to reach it alive. Hamdingers!
Sounds delicious. Alright, I guess I'm gonna go do that. You want this horse?
That's fine. I'm just gonna decide to use a Muso token against a
You say that's mine or that's fine?
No, that's fine.
It's mine now.
You're Dong Zhuo. You really
That's
shouldn't
right.
be
Why am I asking for
considering the feelings of Zhang.
You know, maybe if Dong Zhuo had considered the feelings of Lu Bu.
He was considering how the many places in which he wanted to feel up Jiao Chan. Oh no, he's catching up in kills. I need to move.
Yes, I do.
I won't be denied next time.
Enemy officer defeated.
That's right, I caught Dong Zhuo about to do something, so I figured I better get in there and interfere.
Oh, you're out there now?
Yeah. I defeated that officer you were fighting, actually.
Really? How did I manage to not defeat him while using a,
Severed our food supply.
my food.
I will sever the threads of Wu's destiny. See, I told you.
Wait a minute, looks like there's conflict over this way.
Yeah, Yuan Chu's unit is up here somewhere. Oh, I'm going not the way that I meant to be going. Well, you could take out Yuan Chu, that'd be cool.
Oh, can I? My lord!
Oh, man.
You that your morale is so terrible. You get a little bit in this base.
Soon Jin/Xian's unit will probably retreat before we can fight them. Maybe not. Maybe down there in the south somewhere. Singing songs about the Southland.
I've begun battle with you, bet. Who knew? Yeah, I defeated Yuan Shu, but I don't know if I got credit.
Captured by the enemy?
And my brother was captured by the enemy? Well, I don't care about that so much. Jerk, but...
Well, your brother has a supply.
You're boss.
Howdy.
This war has only just begun.
Come, hit me with everything you got.
Son, you're in trouble. And I cannot get out of any other exit from this base here. There's no other exit is what I'm trying to say.
Seems like fire hazard.
Enemy officer defeated.
And stay retreated.
I'll just kill him down.
Maybe I'll double back here and see what's going on at this gate.
Yeah, I've already took care of it, boss.
Oh, that's alright. I'll take this autograph. Thank you.
Your life of leisure apparently involves a certain amount
you out of the way.
Your life of leisure certainly it seems to involve a certain amount of gender venting.
Well, you know,
that's what. Hey, if that's what it takes for you to get pleasure,
That's what-
maybe you
that's
want to
what
rule the
pleasure
world, so nobody can mess with you about when you decide to do that. It's your call.
Oh, good. Extra arrows.
would say the fact that nobody ever came close to Shui Gate means we've pretty much won this fight.
Perhaps. Okay, I got some Muso back. Bring a Muso back.
Bring the Muso back.
Finish this with honor.
I don't think that's really my style, but
He does have style, but that's honor ain't really what it's about. Thanks, boss, for knocking me out of the way when I was about to kill the enemy officer.
Enemy officer defeated.
I'm gonna stop letting her die.
what?
You might want to back away from my Yuan Shao for right now. Oh, Cao Cao's here. Invading from the south. Singing songs about the Southland. We never took out the Suns either.
Push them back.
I mean, I can't.
Well, I mean, it's up to you. It would stretch the battle out a little longer, but right now we're ignoring major chunks of Three Kingdoms action. And this is funny that the guard captains of this base were facing the wrong direction because I am attacking them from the direction of their camp.
Alright, what the heck? Where's my horse then?
A battle cannot be won by one man alone.
Oh, Sun Jin is here, so I guess he didn't retreat completely, he just kind of got dispirited.
Gate's in danger. We need help.
No, Shui Gate's in danger. Alright, let's go back and find Shui. Wait, how was it? Ah, see, I knew there was somebody coming in from down there, but it's
Yeah,
bringing...
it's Cao Cao.
Yeah,
They showed up late.
alright. I guess I can't even go bother with Sun Jian. I gotta go straight back to the gate.
Yeah, I think you probably do. Well, I'm fighting Sun Jian anyway, so...
And a Hong guy. No longer confused.
Must meet again.
Enemy officer.
It's okay, Bobo. I know that you and the allied bases were both confused.
Yeah.
One of them. Maybe both.
You doing alright over there?
Well, I mean, I'm just fighting two playable generals.
Leisure. Leisure means getting weapons and items.
Retreat.
On my way to save the day.
Officer defeated. We're doing pretty good.
Yeah, the big danger now is that Cao Cao will take the gate, but his morale has got to be pretty low. The overall morale of the enemy is very low, so that allowed our guys to hold the base for a little while while Cao Cao was trying to attack. Sun Jian had a horse. It seems to be a distant memory, though, so I guess I'll just have to run on up there. Basically, at this point, I'm just clearing out Sun Jian's and Yuan Shao's generics. I don't think I'm going to find any officers. You'll have Cao Cao dead well before I get up there. There are lots of generics to be killing. Cao Cao's unit morale is dropping, by the way, as you personally murder him.
I'm glad to hear that. That is good news. Alright, so Cao Cao's unit is defeated. I don't really need to stick around here then. That might be worth trying to find some food. I mean, I'm pretty Dong Zhuo. I can't feel too bad about running around looking for food. That's sort of his whole forte.
It's about finding food. It's about finding...
Although apparently there's
So yeah,
no
Dong
food to be
Zhuo was
found
big
here.
on having people's faces pulled apart during meals. He also liked to go, I think I mentioned this in a different LP, but he liked to go out to neighboring villages, kill all the men, cut their heads off, and have them tied to the side of the carts that his troops pulled into battle, and claimed that they were bandits that his army had defeated. And then the women would all basically become the concubines of himself, or if they were pretty, and if they weren't pretty, they were forced to serve Dong Zhuo's army's officers in similar ways. Not a great feminist was Dong Zhuo.
Well, I mean, he spared the women. Yeah,
that's true. I mean, they didn't really end up worse off than the guys did.
Hey,
there comes a point where doing bad things to women is no longer misogynistic if you're just being, like, brutally evil to everyone.
Yeah,
really. The gender thing becomes irrelevant after a point. He was just kind of a bastard. And Zhang Jiao, the powerful and honorable warrior dude, is totally working for him at this point.
What did you offer me? Food. Alright, that's cool. I'll take food.
Totally wasted myself. Oh, is there another base that I didn't know about?
So it would seem. It's the whole corner of the map here. But I guess you are at the opposite corner of it, or the opposite end of this.
I'm at the other end of the corridor of generics.
Are you sure about this?
Which should begin to dry up about now that you've finally you've taken over a base. I'm about to kill a guard captain. I think this is over. No 1,000 kills for us.
That's pretty much what you're doing at this point, just racking up kills?
Well, I'm wondering when the generics are going to stop spawning.
Well, I mean, you haven't taken out the guard captain, have you?
I thought it did. But yeah, generally the guard captain and his 4 dudes will continue to hang out, but the checkpoint will stop spawning new troops if you kill enough. Although they still have troops spawning over here. There is a place on our map where they still have a checkpoint, but I don't really think it's worth going back to take care of at this point. I was gonna let the boss handle this himself. He seems to have it well in hand. I don't want to interfere with his glory.
Yeah. Or his bleacher.
Not a retreat, rather a move for my future.
Setting up the next mission of
my
your
future is
Enemy officer defeated.
away from you. It'd be kind of cold up there, I would think. I guess the old Dong is dressed fairly warmly.
Oh, it's got a layer of blubber.
Have you learned your lesson yet? As long as Hua Xiong controls Shui Gate,
Yes,
you shall not
surely
pass.
you were the great hero of
It
this
is
battle.
laughable to think that I would let such filth even approach Lord Dong Zhuo.
Lord Dong Zhuo never had any contact with any enemies here, clearly.
Yeah. But yes, it is fun when these
Generic soldiers have to get up and...
But no matter how weak they are, I cannot hold them off forever. They will surely try to press the attack before long. I must find a way to keep them at bay.
Michael
Hey,
Bay.
what can I say? Ginseng, got Dragon Amulet, but who cares? Gong Zong,
Cao
Cao Cao.
Cao, and Yuan Sha.
Not many, but quality over quantity, hopefully. I'm guessing you probably got Liu Bei and,
Fear!
Yep.
The demon is fear.
Demon of Fear. Now possesses them. And
Blink
now,
Rage.
Blink Rage.
Nerd Rage. I got Guan Yu and Sun Jian and Huang Gai. That's not bad. Hamdingers.
Up.
Leveled up to 12. That's good stuff. Oh, I got...
Okay, you got a heavy blue wyvern.
Wyvern.
That sounds like it may be...
My Saturday night thing.
Yes, your new thing. Hey, we got some books of striking attributes. We're all good.
The Book of Strikes is why we are going to refuse to do the next Muso unless you increase our, salaries.
Time off or something.
Yeah, something like that.
But anyhow, folks...
However, we'll get too greedy with our strikes, and the
we're-
Japanese will take over and do their own LPs of their own game in Dynasty Warriors.
We're going to take some time off right now, folks, and when we come back next
Coffee
time...
break. You need coffee break here.
Yeah. We'll come back next time. We will continue on in the Legend of Dong Zhuo. Will he earn his life of pleasure? Will he manage to reach that highest height?
Will Lu Bu and Diao Chan ever show up?
We'll all find this out in the future, folks. This is Bilbo the Vulture.
And the Mysterious JG.
And we thank you very much for watching.
Bye now.